We are right around the corner from the 2023 baseball season. Before we dive into the 2023 season, quick look back on the 2022 season, which saw a lot of success for your team. Third place finish in the league, 14 conference wins. You guys picked up a win in the Big South tournament. Just what were your overall thoughts on the growth you saw in your program last year?
Yeah, it was a step that we were looking to take, and we didn't have the success we wanted as far as overall record, but we had a strong enough team that we could make a mark in the Big South, and it's just something to build on. But now it's a double-edged sword because now we have expectations. So now it's how does this new team handle those expectations of being a team that has a chance to fight for some postseason play and hopefully continue on.
You mentioned heightened expectations. You guys were picked to finish fifth in the Big South, which is the highest projected finish the program's had in over a decade. What are your thoughts on that prediction?
Yeah, to be honest with you, the predictions don't mean anything to us. We hopefully, like I said, as we talked about earlier, we hopefully have bigger goals. And this team, I think, is good enough to meet those challenges. So, it's a nice feather in the cap, but we still got to go out and play, and the Big South is as strong as ever. So, we're all chasing Campbell right now, and our goal is to someday get to their level and knock them off.
So heading into 2023, you have a lot of home games here at Greenwood Field. I think we counted 31 home games. You have a big game against Boston College comes here in early March. What are your overall thoughts on the 2023 schedule and the challenges it presents?
Every season has a challenge. This year, playing at home a little bit more. I want to thank David Jandrew and Janet Cohn for allowing us to do that, first of all. But we seem to play well at home. We have a good vibe at home. We get good crowds at home. So, to bring in teams like Boston College, all the Big South conferences, but then bring in Sacred Heart, UMass Amherst, Iona, some teams from the Northeast that are going to be hungry and look to get off to a good start as well. So it's going to be a challenge for us. But the one nice thing is that we're going to be able to sleep in our bed a lot more and get back onto Greenwood Field where we seem to play pretty well.
Now diving into the team itself, talking about the position players, which should be a strength for your club. A lot of guys back that played a lot of baseball for you the past couple of years. Who are some of the key guys that you really look to spark that offense?
Yeah, obviously we have an older team, which is nice. We have a lot of juniors. We got 33 guys, and I'm going to miss some names, so I apologize to them now, and they're all important. But, some guys that are coming back that have that experience, and I'm just thinking about the infield is Cam Johnson at third, I think played 45 games last year. Ty Coffin, I think started 50 games at shortstop. Robbie Burnett, as a sophomore now, started 50 games at second base, and Michael Groves at first base, I think started almost every game. So our infield is strong. We're going to have a new catcher. PJ Heinz graduated, who caught a majority of it, so that's going to go between Fermanosio, Mercado, and Tony Cascanguay transfer. So, the infield's strong. The outfield's going to be a little bit of a question mark. We lost Dominic Freeberger, who was, all world for us last year, and we wish Dom the best of luck at UConn this year. But, we got Dylan Bako in right field, who started, I think, 50 games. So, we have a couple spots where we're new, and we've got some new guys to fill in, but 7 of the 8 or 7 of the 9 have played 50-plus games last year and are coming back and hopefully bigger, better, and stronger and faster. So we're excited about that.
So your background as a pitching coach, and you know how important pitching is in the game of baseball. Let's go first with the rotation and then touch on the key guys that you look to call on from the bullpen.
Yeah, well, obviously, we lost a key cog from last year in Jacob Edwards, who was picked up by the Twins. I think he went 7-0 on the weekends for us in the Big South, so that's a tough one to lose. But, to have Ryan Douglas and Justin Honeycutt back, who pitched every Saturday for us in some type of combination, and I believe they went 7-1 on the weekends for us last year. So to have them back, we got coming off an injury, coming off of Tommy John, Isaac Williams, who is now a sophomore left-handed pitcher that has a chance to help us on the weekends. Clay Edmondson, a transfer junior college guy, has jumped in here and is looking to pick up some spots on the weekend for us. So we have the numbers. We just got to find out the right spots for them as far as the starting rotation. And I think we're going to talk about it. But I think where we may have a little bit of depth in some guys returning is that bullpen. Guys like Blake Little, Dawson Salter, Chris Sabo, those types of guys that have had experience. And then hopefully guys like Cole Schiff, a freshman, Nick Bruno can come in and kind of help us from the left side. So I think we have a few more pieces that we can mix and match throughout the game to help us get through those 9 innings.
So if you touch on a couple of the new guys, not to put anybody on blast, like you better do well or else.
Yep.
But who are the key newcomers?
Yeah. I think Tony Caskingway is a big one. He's going to hopefully fill that position as one of our catchers. Tony is a transfer from Kansas, but we got a chance to see him play this summer out here in the Appy League, and hopefully a fresh start for him and give him some playing time. He's had a really good fall and a really good preseason. So the other thing that Tony's kind of stepped in and he's blended well with the guys and kind of taken over that leadership role is what you kind of hope for as a catcher as well. But we've mentioned Clay Edmondson, right-handed pitcher, possible two-way guy for us. So he's another big one that has a chance. And then there's a couple freshmen, Nick Bruno, left-handed pitcher that I think has a chance to help us out of the bullpen. And then Justin Needles is a transfer from Elon University, a right-handed pitcher that we think can eat up some innings for us, whether it be out of the bullpen or as a midweek starter.
All right, Scott, anything else you want to add about your team heading into 2023?
No, just want to thank you guys, and honestly, we play really well at home when we have big crowds. So hopefully we can get everybody out to Greenwood Field and enjoy some good baseball and hopefully some good weather in the near future.